I'm going to jump out of this window and fall 30,000 feet to my death if we lose to the Bears.
Jump to Wisconsin, tackle with Justin Fields out of nowhere.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Amateur Sports Focus Podcast. I'm Kai.
I'm Frank.
I'm on Zoom because our podcast hosting service just went today. So, Anyway, there was an NFL week that just happened, NFL Week 2. But what I want to get into first is Mr. Aaron Judge.
So close.
So close. Okay, so he recently tied Babe Ruth's record with 60 home runs. First off, I was supposed to be at that game because my residence hall had like something where they were going as a trip to the Yankees-Pirates game. But you had to like enter a lottery to get it. I didn't get it. So I got the email on Monday. It was like, sorry, you weren't selected to be a part of this group to go to the Yankees game. And I was like, okay, it's fine. The seats that they got were in the bleachers where he hit the home run, bro.
And like 100 people mobbed on that one ball.
Obviously. Because first off, it's the bleachers. So like that's where the Yankee fans go.
Yeah.
Like they were the ones who booed what's his face off the field, Aaron Hicks off the field when I was at the game. Like he dropped a ball and left and then let one go over his head and they booed him off the field where the next inning he was taken out. So I can imagine just how violent it got for that home run. But did you see what the people got in return for the ball?
It was to me Aaron Judge, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but like, so it was this group of like college students who went and got it, not from NYU, so don't worry.
He was a baseball player, by the way. He's a baseball player.
Yes. So, but they didn't actually ask for anything in return anyway. They just said because Aaron Judge has given so much to this franchise that they weren't going to ask for anything. But then the Yankees organization gave him signed balls, bats, a chance to meet Aaron Judge, all that. So pretty cool. But he's one away from tying the AL record for home runs in a season. He's going to break it. There's no way he doesn't. How many games are left? Like 15?
Yeah, it was like 15. And he had a chance yesterday. I saw it. Me and my dad were watching it. And he got walked 4 pitches. So didn't even give him a chance. Yeah. So I'm hoping he does it when I'm watching the game.
Well, here's the thing. Today they're playing the Red Sox. So for him to break the record against their long-standing rivals would just be probably the most historic moment in baseball in recent history.
Yeah, it would be a really cool moment for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, I want to get into a listener question early because it relates to this topic. So Dylan Foray asks, do we think that Albert Pujols is going to reach 700 home runs?
Yes.
I think so too.
2 more. He's an old fart, but he can get the job done. He's been on fire.
Yeah,
I think he
has been on fire, but he hasn't been starting. That's the problem.
I think they're going to have to start him, and I think he's actually in the lineup today. So
that's good because the Cardinals aren't in contention for anything, right?
Well, they're in the playoffs.
Are they? But how are they like? I meant like, are they like battling to get into the playoffs, or do they have a pretty set spot?
No, they're pretty much set. They would have to lose pretty much every game for it to be done.
Exactly. So there's really no harm in starting him, especially since it's going to bring so much like news and attention to your franchise itself that you got to keep starting him. There's no way.
Yeah, and Cardinals, they're going to win the division, so might as well just throw them in there. I mean, they're already 7.5 games ahead, so.
Exactly. So there's no shot that they get overtaken. And I mean, yeah, I know he's 97 years old, but he can still put the ball out every once in a while. So he needs 2 more to reach 700.
Yeah, and they play the Padres today. So.
Ooh. Well, they don't have the best pitching staff in the world, so.
And he is in the lineup. He's batting 6th.
Okay, there's a shot.
So he's going to have chances. It's not like Aaron Judge where it's not like Aaron Judge where you lead him off so he can try and get the record and have more at bats, but
yes.
I think Albert Pujols has a good chance of getting it. So
he definitely has a good shot at doing it. And I think the difference is because this is happening at the same time as Aaron Judge's. It's just like Aaron Judge is hitting. He has 60 right now through 150 games. Like that is averaging 6 home runs per 15 games or 3 per 5 games, or no, that's not how math works at all. It is 2 per 5 games. So if you go to 5 Yankees games, there's a chance he puts 2 of them out. Like
Mhm.
it's just happening so often. I mean, and Albert Pujols has done that early in his career, but now it's just accumulating a larger amount because
Now,
he's
let me
so
ask you
old.
this. Let me ask you this. Is it which one would you rather watch though? Pujols getting 700 or Aaron Judge breaking the AL record?
I would rather watch Albert Pujols getting 700.
Okay, I'm the opposite. I'd rather watch Aaron Judge get the
Really?
record.
Why?
Yeah. Well, because the record, it's so hard to break. And it's hard to
Okay,
break
but so is
700 home runs.
it's okay. But here's the thing: it you have in your MLB career, you have one chance to break 700 home runs. In your MLB career, you
Which is
have
fair.
however many seasons you play to break 61. So that's the thing. Like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for Albert Pujols himself and for most MLB fans.
Yeah, which is fair, but watching history for both is just amazing. I wish they would have played each other and they would have
Is that
got the
if the
same
Cardinals
milestone.
played the Yanks? Oh my God,
They
dude.
don't
Do you
play.
know?
They don't play him,
I
and
know they
they're
don't.
not going to.
But imagine
I
the
mean,
ratings and the audience for that. It would be sold out, and it's not even that big of a game.
yeah,
It would be insane.
yeah,
It's
it'd
been
be
a
great.
pretty historic year for baseball, though, because I mean, there's Adam Wainwright and Yadier
Yadier.
Molina with the like most pitcher starts and outs between a pitcher catcher duo,
Yep.
stuff like that. So, I mean, baseball
Baseball's in a good spot.
it is in a good spot, and
It's in a
which is a
great
good
spot.
thing for the sport because it has been on a decline in recent years, but
Sports
for
are in a
now it's
good
doing
spot
well.
in general. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
there's especially New York. If you're a New York fan, props to you because you're living
yeah,
life
they're
right now.
doing pretty well. I mean, I'm not a fan. I just live here, so I mean, I get to be a part of it, but I don't enjoy all
Yeah,
of the
you're going to
success
be
that
at the
they're
parade
having.
when the Giants win the Super Bowl.
Dude, how are they 2-0?
All right, let's finish this topic because I'm excited to get to these football games. But let's end the baseball topic though. I do
Okay.
want to say something though. Orioles, like I said, they're not making it. It's
No,
whatever.
they're not. I know. I was looking at the standings the other day
We
just
almost
to
got
see how
swept
the
by the
Rays were doing.
Tigers,
Yeah.
so
Yeesh. Not
we
good
gave up.
looks, I can
We
tell you
gave up.
that.
Yeah, we gave up.
But you guys fought so hard for the entire season. I don't understand why you
I don't know. I mean, we won yesterday, but I mean, I think we're like 5.5 games back, and it's going to be a miracle. It's
yeah,
going to
yeah.
take a
I
miracle.
mean, crazier things have happened, but we
I just
started
want
this
to get.
podcast 7 weeks ago and you said they probably wouldn't. And
And
I was the one who disagreed with you,
I've kept
but
with that because I know my team.
exactly.
I just know it.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at history, that's how it's gone.
Yeah.
And that's how it's going to continue to be for, I don't know, for a while, but you have
Off
a full
season,
season with Adley, full
if we
season with
have
Gunner.
with this money, when this owner, when he says we're going to go out all out in off season, I cannot wait. I've never been this excited for an off season before.
Aaron Judge to the Orioles confirmed.
Yeah,
And
you can
that's
sign
where
him
he'll
up.
break the record. That's where he'll break the MLB record. He'll break Barry Bonds' record. He won't even just break the AL record. He'll break it
Not
on the Orioles.
not with that left field wall. That left field wall is
He's a
atrocious.
beast. He's a beast. It doesn't
Even with
matter.
him.
He's a beast. Doesn't matter.
All right, are we ready for some football?
I think so.
Because
And we don't have to cover every game, but I know there's one specific game that you might want to talk about. And I have some strong feelings about that one too. So go ahead.
Okay. So obviously the Dolphins and the Ravens, 42-38, 21-point comeback in the fourth quarter. Obviously not expecting it because I wasn't expecting Tua to throw 6 touchdowns.
Well, here's the thing. You guys started in a hole because Devin Duvernay returned the kickoff for 103 yards and a touchdown. That brings morale down so bad because it was in Miami, right?
No, it was in Baltimore.
Oh, yeah, it was. So, okay. So imagine how the Dolphins felt when the stadium is going absolutely insane because of a kick return touchdown on the first play of the game.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, that's how this game's going to go because we haven't beat the Ravens in Baltimore since 1997.
Whew.
So usually when that happens, it's like, oh, okay, another blowout. Here we go. But I mean, I thought it was over in the fourth. I was expecting Tyreek and Jalen Waddle to do what they did, or especially Tua. But that is the best trio I've seen for the Dolphins in forever, and I'm here for it.
It was
so
nice. It was
I'm here
nice.
for
I mean,
it.
okay, so
We're not going to beat the Bills, I don't think, but They're just too good.
I'm
But
sorry, the Bills are too. No one's beating the Bills.
yeah, no one's gonna beat the Bills.
There might be an
Not now,
off
at
chance.
least.
Yeah, not now. If something drastic happens, then there's a shot. But Stephon Diggs is a god. Josh Allen is 4 gods in one.
Their
So
defense
like
is great.
impeccable. Yeah. But that game was insane.
I,
Though what was that?
no, I was saying I do think we can actually keep up and not let it be a blowout like it has
Yeah.
been every single year because of
It'll
our
be
offense.
a battle of 2 offenses. That's the thing.
It's going to be.
Your
I think
defense.
it's probably game of the week if I'm being honest.
Yeah. But for the Ravens game and the Dolphins game, the worst part about it was Lamar Jackson played better than the
MVP.
entire Dolphins offense and
MVP.
still lost.
Yeah.
He had what? He had 3 passing touchdowns, like 400 something yards or whatever. Another like 75 plus rushing and a rushing touchdown.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 plays is the reason why they lost because they went for it on 4th down twice and they didn't get it twice, and we scored. So that didn't really help. They would have won. It wouldn't have been if they would have got that. It wouldn't be the situation that we're in today. So, and we wouldn't be talking about it.
Exactly, because otherwise it was just, oh yeah, the Dolphins got blown out by the Ravens, or the Dolphins lost, and it was still a high scoring game either way.
Yeah.
But that made all the difference. I didn't even watch it. I kept getting the notifications on my phone. Tua Tagovailoa, 45-yard pass, Tyreek Hill,
It was
touchdown.
That first Tyreek to Tua bomb connection. It looked great. It felt great, and it happened back to back, and it was like, dang.
Yeah, I know.
Blown coverage,
back drives.
but
but that's his entire career.
Yeah,
like even on the
and
Chiefs,
that's what I don't like.
like.
Yeah, and I don't like how Colin Coward and Keith Johnson or Max Johnson, whatever his name is, talk about, oh, well, they're open. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, like that's just saying that's like, okay, so Devontae Adams is the best wide receiver in football. And people were like, yeah, he's the best because Aaron Rodgers just is better, but he's always open. Like Aaron Rodgers can throw to you because you're always open.
Like, what is he not? Like, what is he supposed to do? Like, throw it in double coverage?
I feel like people always get highlights in their head of like Megatron jumping over 6,000 people and grabbing a ball 8 feet off the ground, stuff like that. Or people like jumping over people and like Randy Moss mossing people. Like that's what they have in their minds. So that makes a great wide receiver. But no, like a great wide receiver now means you don't have anyone next to you for 3 yards and you can catch the ball. And if you can be open 50 yards downfield, that's even better. So Tyreek Hill, I wouldn't even put in top 5 wide receivers purely, but as an offensive player, he's up there just because he has so much, he brings so much to an offense.
Well, you don't think Tyreek Hill's a top 5 receiver?
I don't actually.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to argue. I mean, I'm not a brat, it's the Dolphins, so I'm not really going to say anything, but I do just want to talk about the passing yard leaders real quick because I think it's pretty crazy.
It's hilarious.
So number 1 is Tua because of that game.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz, dude.
And then number 3 is Joe Flacco. So,
but okay,
I just want to.
First up, Tua, we know the reason is because of that game. But just think of the 2 other teams: Carson Wentz on the Commanders and Joe Flacco on the Jets have the most passing yards.
And then after that, it's pretty normal. But like, it's like those 3. I guess.
Hey,
well, I guess 2. You can put 2 in there now, but
that might change after Mitch Trubisky throws for 600 yards today. I'm kidding. That man isn't going to complete a single pass.
Yeah. But we'll get into that game too because it is the game it's the only game tonight. So
exactly. But yeah, I want to talk about the Packers game.
Yep. Let's talk.
So I was watching.
Good bounce
back. Oh, okay, yeah. So I was on a flight back from Jacksonville, going to visit my girlfriend this past week, and I was like, okay, my flight takes off at 7. The game's on at 8:15. I struggled for maybe half the flight to connect my phone to the free Wi-Fi they had just so I could watch that game. That was my entire purpose. So then I watched the game on my dying phone on a flight and kept dude, it was so bad because when they just marched down and Justin Fields got that rushing touchdown, I was like, oh, here we go. I'm going to jump out of this window and fall 30,000 feet to my death if we lose to the Bears.
Jump to Wisconsin, tackle with Justin
Dude.
Fields out of nowhere.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just they start like saying on the broadcast, "Oh, there's something falling from the sky." It's just me, boom, right in the middle of Lambeau Field, trying to take him out. Dude, yeah. Okay. But then we marched down. I think we got a touchdown that drive.
Yep, Taron Jones.
Yeah. I feel like half the game was Aaron Jones scoring touchdowns. So yeah, we scored a touchdown with Aaron Jones for 1 touchdown, and he gets 2 more on the night. And the Bears do not score another touchdown. I don't believe.
No,
It
just a
was
field
so
goal.
good. It was so good to see us dominate. And
Yep.
we held Justin Fields. He had 70 yards passing. This man was taken the first round of last year's NFL draft. And
He's
he had
still
70 yards
good.
passing.
He's
I know he's
still
good. He's being held back by the Bears.
And the
If he
offensive
went
line.
anywhere else,
So
if he went anywhere else, he would be so much more successful. I'm glad he went to the
Yeah.
Bears because he hasn't proven himself yet, and it allows us to have 2 free wins a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was okay. It was good to see our defense actually play well. Because like our offense is our offense. You have Aaron Rodgers throwing, you have AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, the touchdown machine, apparently.
probably the best 2 backs duos, one of the best duos in the league.
Yeah, I think so too. If not the best, but I'm biased. Like obviously I'm biased. But I mean it's pretty good. So I just want to talk about one more game from last week. And that is the Colts Jaguars game that you, my friend, called. You said the Jaguars going to win.
I did, and
I laughed at you.
And history repeated itself again.
But in such a they got shut out.
Yeah, that's how it was last year. They didn't get shut
know.
out, but they only scored like 9 points last year. I knew it was going to happen.
Shut out this year. How does that happen?
Well, when Jaguars all of a sudden turn into the 85 Bears against the Colts every year.
Well, here, I want to do something. Name 3 defensive players in the Jaguars.
You got Josh Allen.
Yep.
Shaquille Griffin.
Yep.
And oh my gosh. Your point is?
Exactly. That's the point. Because how does a defense where we can name 2 star players, and I'll add in Miles Jack, but other than
Miles Jack, that's it. Yeah.
But even
and
then,
Miles Jack isn't even there.
No, he's not. He was like last. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's not even there. He's on the Steelers.
Yeah. Okay, I'm an idiot. So only 2. That's the point. And they shut out former MVP and former God, Jonathan Taylor, and for 0 points. The Jaguars have had the first overall pick in back-to-back years because they've been that bad, and they can do
Trayvon Walker. That's the other guy.
Yes, because they had the first.
He's a dog. He's a dog.
He is. He's really good.
He really showed out.
He
showed out.
Insanity. It makes no sense whatsoever.
And the Jaguars are the only team that won in that division, so they're in first.
I know. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it. I think the Jaguars are gonna finish at least second, if not first. I like what the Jaguars have.
South, right?
Yeah. With the
Titans. Oh, okay. I was like, definitely not in the NFL.
I'm not going to judge the Titans and the Colts because the Colts always start off slow and then they come back and they're in a playoff race. And the Titans, they play the Bills. I mean,
but okay, Titans stop.
It was a bad
Derrick
loss.
Henry out of heavy sets. Stop running him out of 3 tight end sets. You know it's coming. They've known that's your offense for the past 4 years. I don't know, maybe spread some wide receivers out wide so you can open up something down the middle where he can actually run.
But the problem is that they don't have that star receiver that can get him out of those things.
I don't know, dude. Treylon Burks looks pretty good.
He's
no AJ Brown. He's no AJ Brown, but he looked pretty good.
That's what they're missing is AJ Brown.
You just need a big body wide receiver. Yeah,
they really needed him out there that night.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But tonight, are you excited for a game that's going to have 4 total points scored?
Yep. It's going to be a defensive game. And the only thing I have going on for fantasy is the defense. That's it for the Browns. The Browns.
Okay. I think
also
Mitch
shout out to
going to throw a pick.
Yeah, you think? Yep. He might. And I just want to say real quick, shout out to Aaron Jones, Stephon Diggs, and Jalen Waddle for my fantasy last week.
Dude, you could have only played those 3 players and won.
Yeah, I added up. I had a combine of 116 points, and I would have won. just with those 3 guys.
That's so bad. And you didn't even have the most points scored in our league. That's the
No,
problem.
no, I
Oh,
didn't.
first off, I'm gonna just make an announcement of my own. Currently, I am 8-0 in all my fantasy matchups. I'm in 4 leagues. There have been 2 weeks. I haven't lost yet. I'm not gonna jinx myself and say I'm gonna win the entire thing, but I'm gonna win the entire thing. And at least one of them.
And I lost in the other league, but like I said, I really don't care about that league. I have Trey Lance starting still, and he's not playing. So
Doesn't have a leg or a
yeah,
foot.
I'm gonna have to take him out and just
You know
trade
who
him
else
in.
doesn't
But
have a foot?
oh.
Christian McCaffrey again is on the injury report.
Yep, but he'll play. He'll
He
still
will.
play.
They said that, but dude, I mean, I think I
mean,
might have to change my stance on him being injury prone in all
he
honesty.
hasn't had 20 points yet.
Okay, but I remember Field Yates posted this like 2 days ago. The list of NFL running backs who have had 17 plus fantasy points in both weeks. No one.
Yeah, because I had Cordell who had 22 first week.
Mm.
Aaron Jones had 10, and then this week Cordell had 4, and Aaron Jones got me 32.
Yeah, and
So
Austin Eckler has had, I believe, 37 yards rushing exactly in each of the 2 games.
Yeah.
A package of dental floss has more yards than he has rushing.
Yeah. Yep.
It's so bad.
It's been the wide receivers this year.
It has. Maybe
it's the wide receiver fantasy league this year.
I know.
That's why
They're the
props to
difference
Anthony.
makers.
Props to Anthony for trading me Aaron Jones and Stephon Diggs.
They're the 2 highest point scorers in the league.
Yeah, hopefully they can keep it up. And I don't know how I'm going to feel about Stephon Diggs against the Dolphins. But like
That's the problem. You don't want to root. That's why, first off, that's one of the reasons I traded away Leonard Fournette, because the Bucks are playing Packers this week. I got Darren Waller in return, but Mike Evans got suspended.
Mm-hmm.
So he won't be playing the Packers. Julio Jones, Chris Godwin, both haven't practiced all week. It looks like Tom Brady might be thrown to the water boy.
He might rush for 100 yards.
Tom Brady?
Yeah, at this point. Get those legs loose now.
There we go. He's doing stretches all week. He doesn't take his veteran rest day to hit the treadmill.
What's today? Thursday? I was gonna say because he has Wednesdays off, and that's usually his divorce court hearing. So that's why he has Wednesdays off. If you guys didn't know, it's for his divorce courts and stuff.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Yeah. And I just want to. You want to get to these games this week?
I do, but I want you to apologize first.
Apologize for?
In case you guys didn't know, last week we missed 3 entire games. Technically only 2 because he texted me afterwards to say I choose the Chiefs because he didn't talk about it. But we missed 3 games. We missed the Chiefs game, the Lions game, and the Seahawks game because I don't know what graphic he was reading. So we missed that. But he promised to me that he'll get it right this time.
Yep.
Feel free to flame him on everything if he doesn't.
All right. Here we go, boys.
Proceed.
Here we go.
Okay, first off, I want to say something. I'm going to be smart this time because we're going to throw up what we have right now. And he's way ahead of me. It's not even funny. I'm under like 250 right now. But I'm going to be smart this week, so don't worry.
Okay, here we go. We got the Steelers and the Browns. And talk about it a little bit. I want to hear a reasoning.
Okay,
maybe.
So looking at just betting itself, I think the Steelers take the 4.5 spread, but lose this game because the Steelers offense has been abysmal. The only reason they won the Bengals game was Joe Burrow.
And defense. Yeah,
exactly. So. And I don't think it's definitely not going to be a high scoring game. So if Nick Chubb gets 1 rushing touchdown, the Browns will win.
Yeah. And I like the Browns here too because of the defense. It's at home. And the Steelers offense hasn't looked that good.
That makes a big difference in the AFC North.
Yep. And so the first one that pops up, obviously, but I'm not, is I'll talk about it now, I guess. It's the Dolphins and the Bills.
The Bills, I'm sorry.
Okay. I feel like it's only right if I go with the Dolphins. So there's your free win right there.
Okay. Well, maybe not. You never know.
Maybe not. Who knows? But
I
want them to prove me wrong, obviously. And now we got the Chiefs and the Colts.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
They're
Got the
they're they're
Chiefs.
2-0, right?
Yep.
Yeah, then Chiefs for sure.
And we got the Ravens and the Patriots.
Ravens
at
coming off that
It's
hot
at
win.
New England, by the way.
Okay, but here's the thing. Bill Belichick's way he calls defenses is to, even though he doesn't call them, but
And
to
Matt
run
Patricia calls
defenses.
offense too.
But here's the thing: the way he does it is he only eliminates your best player. Who is the best receiver on the Ravens?
Rashawn Bateman, probably.
No, it's Mark Andrews.
Well, he's a tight end.
I know, but like just a
But
receiver.
he's
Like,
their best. Yeah, he's their best
exactly.
overall
So
player
that
on
means
offense.
they're
Yes.
gonna put a cornerback on a tight end, leaving a super fast Rashad Bateman open.
Yeah.
Because I think all of Rashad Bateman's touchdowns this year have been like 35 yards plus.
Big play games. Yep, he did it against
And then
us.
you still have Lamar Jackson in that backfield running.
Yep.
And the Patriots are gonna lose.
So you got the Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens.
Okay, I'm going with the Ravens as well. This game we have the Saints and the Panthers. I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
I'm gonna go with the Saints.
Okay.
They won against the Falcons, who were basically on the same level as the Panthers, and they obviously lost against the Bucks, but they lost against the Bucks, even though it was a trash game. So
Yeah.
I think they bounce back. Michael Thomas still exists.
Yep.
So I'm going Saints.
And I have the Panthers because at home, McCaffrey. I think Baker's gonna have a big day. And their defense, don't sleep on the Panthers defense because they got it. They got
It's
one
not
with
bad,
Burns. So
The Saints defense is also pretty good.
and now we have the Texans and the Bears.
Actually, I'm changing my
tough.
answer because I'm changing my answer because Marshawn Lattimore won't be there. I'm going Panthers.
You're going Panthers.
Yes.
Okay. And now we have the Texans and the Bears. It's at
This
Chicago.
Then the Bears.
gonna
This
rain.
game is gonna be so bad.
And it's gonna rain.
Because of that, the Texans don't know which running back to use, even though it should be clearly Dameon Pierce. And obviously the Bears are going to use David Montgomery, who's one of the best pure runners in the NFL. So I'm going Bears.
Yep, I'm gonna go with Bears. All right, now we have the Lions and the Vikings. It's not a primetime game,
I know.
but
My heart wants to say the
wants
Lions.
to say the Lions. Yes, my heart wants to say the Lions. It's at Minnesota, and their fan base is pretty good. It's -6 Vikings, by the way.
Boys, I'm going with the Detroit Lions.
You're going
I
with the
can
Lions?
never root for the Vikings, so we're going with the Detroit Lions.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with the Vikings because I think Jefferson's going to have a big day this week.
I hope.
But here, we got the Bengals and the Jets.
Jets. I don't care. I'm going Jets. I don't
Okay.
trust the Bengals at all.
Okay.
Joe Burrow, fraud. Even though he's not, he's still a great quarterback. Fraud. Jamar
Okay.
Chase, one of the best wide receivers. Fraud. I don't care.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm going with the Bengals. Okay. Now, this one we have a battle of the 0-2 teams, the Raiders and the Tennessee Titans, which is crazy to think that they're 0-2. You
Raiders.
got the Raiders? Okay.
They haven't been in bad games.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to go with the Raiders as well.
Okay.
It's at Tennessee, so Nashville, if you want to
Yeah.
be exact.
Sorry.
Okay, now we have the Eagles and the Commanders. Now, I know what you think. Eagles are going to kill them.
It's Eagles. It's Eagles.
So I'm going to go with the Eagles. I do think it's going to be closer than people think, though.
It might be.
This one, the Jaguars and the Chargers. It's at LA. I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Okay, yeah, it's okay. First off, I need it to be the Chargers for my fantasy team because I have Justin Herbert, Mike Williams, and Austin Eckler. So I hope they just feast. But Chargers, it's an easy choice.
All right, and now the Packers and the Bucks.
But
wanna know
not Bucks, not Bucks.
It's -1
for
that's
who? Packers
for the Bucks. That's great.
Then Pack.
-1.
Okay, first off, no Mike Evans, possibly no Julio, possibly no Chris Godwin. If Chris Godwin or Julio doesn't play, Packers.
Yep. Okay, so you're gonna go with the Packers.
I'm going with Packers anyways, but I'm just saying it'll be
Yeah.
definite if they don't play.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Bucks on this one.
Okay.
They don't have anybody, and I want to make it interesting and picking the other team.
Exactly.
So
That
I'm gonna
makes
go
sense.
with the Bucks. This one we have the Rams and the Cardinals at Arizona. Um, I'm still gonna go with the Rams,
Me too.
regardless. And then we have the Atlanta Falcons and the Seahawks. Fantasy purposes
Falcons.
for
They were
Cordell.
close to beating the Rams last week.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it interesting, but I want Cordell to do good this week because he did
Yes.
bad. Okay, this
Understand.
one and Sunday night, the Niners and the Broncos.
49ers.
49ers.
Hot take. Jimmy G is better than Trey Lance.
He
Throwing
is.
that out there.
Okay, and also I might have to go with the 49ers as well because the play calling for the Broncos, I don't know what is going on.
So bad. I mean, Nathaniel Hackett was amazing for the Packers, and what is he doing now in Denver?
Yep. So I'm gonna go with the Niners. And now we
Yeah.
have the Monday night game, the Cowboys and the Giants. Cooper Rush, but
Giants.
I'm going with the Giants. Yes,
Giants.
you should go to that game.
Giants are going to have undefeated season. I'm kidding.
All right,
They're
and
going to
with
lose week. They're
that,
going to lose week 4.
and with that, we are going.
Oh, are you sending it off?
No, I was just saying that because of the joke of that comment you made.
Trust me. No, the Giants aren't going to win shit.
You should go to that game.
I might. I'll look at the ticket prices. I'll tell you that.
You should definitely go to that game.
If it is under $50 for one of the tickets, I might think about it.
Yeah, you should definitely go. That'll be interesting. Get a Giants jersey. That'd be pretty.
God.
You should have.
I would get, if anything, I would get a Saquon Barkley, a Saquon, because I like Saquon. I don't like anyone else. Maybe Kadarius Toney,
don't you?
Yeah, I love him.
Exactly. So now you can watch him in person. I like watching people I have in fantasy in person. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is fun. But
yeah, and this fantasy week I have Miss Larson. Shout out Miss Larson.
Hey, she's 1-1.
Yeah, she is.
So this has been another episode of the Amateur Sports Focus Podcast. Anything you want to add?
Go Dolphins, baby. And Gators, I guess. We're gonna get killed, but
well, so be sure to check us out everywhere you get your podcasts, whether that's Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, almost forgot. And obviously our video podcast will be out on YouTube. So be sure to follow us there. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Shoot us listener questions in our DMs or email us at amateursportsfocus@gmail.com. And we'll be sure to get to them and shout you out in each of our episodes. I want to keep building a bigger community of our podcast listeners. So
get that community growing.
Exactly. I've been Kai.
Found Frank. I was doing a little gesture.
I saw that. That was funny. And we will see you guys next week. Peace.